Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is the daily for the gold. We're gonna see what happened and what we might expect in today. As we can see, the price position regarding our channeling, we are retracing from our midline here. For the base channel, we see some green candles, and we might have a finish potentially a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're gonna see what are the expectations there for a finished wave 5. Of course, we still have a probability also for another extension of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we'll see, of course, the bullish scenario at the same time, which it might be a finished wave A. We're looking for wave B and a wave C, meaning this wave B, if it has started, then we are in an ABC zigzag to hit the 52K here, the red zone, where we are expecting the timing as well, the minimum time for wave 2 to be completed in W, X, and Y. The wave W is the three ways up, and we're looking for a wave Y in three ways down before we push toward the upside. Now, why it is W, X, and a Y here and not something else, meaning ABC, for example? Why it is not an A, B, and a C toward the downside? Well, because a wave A, B, and a C, you need for the wave B here to be high around the 0.7 and 0.9 Fibonacci level as a regular flat where you have three ways down, three ways up, and then pushing it down again. But this wave B is very, very shallow, signaling a potential zigzag. In case that this is a zigzag, it can be one probability for a zigzag as an expanding diagonal here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you will tell me why it is expanding diagonal and not an impulse, not a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Because, again, I explain this every day. And even with that, I still get, of course, this question, why I'm not taking this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Because this wave 3, guys, simply is an expanding diagonal. Wave 4 interfered with the zone 1. You don't have 4, 5, 4, 5. That means it is a wave C, much more likely ABC for a W, X, and a wave Y, where you have also a three ways towards the downside. Plus, if you take a look at this wave 5 here, you will realize the wave 3 is shorter than the one, shorter than the wave 5, which is not allowed, meaning this is a zigzag, and definitely internally those zigzags, and you'll finish an expanding diagonal. Meaning you cannot be in a wave 3 because wave 3 is a rule to be an impulse always. As a wave 3, and this is not the case. Since this is not the case, that means, of course, we are in something different. You can call it, if you want, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expanding diagonal, larger one, as an A, B, and a C. In case of a zigzag, that's fine, totally fine. But anyway, the trend is still, of course, toward the downside. Now, if we are in a large zigzag A, B, and a C here, you're looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 deeper prices. But what I'm expecting, higher probability, is a W, X, and a wave Y, where we might still get a wave B or a wave 2. So it is the same path here, whether it is a wave B or a wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The only difference that you might get is here, because a wave Y might finish exactly in this area here with three waves. Well, if in case we are in a large ABC and you're gonna consider this as a large expanding diagonal, A, B, and a C, then okay, at this point we have to consider a potential another 4 and a 5 to finish 5 waves for a wave C. But actually, I'm not gonna lay down this scenario as a large expanding diagonal until we come to this area here, and then I will come up with the scenario. I always come up with the scenario's highest probability at the right time, guys. Currently, highest probability and priority is for the W, X, and a Y, and that's why I'm talking about that only. Do not waste your time every day, guys. So basically, on the 2-hour and the 1-hour chart here, we are looking as well for the following price action. Now, we were looking here for a 1, 2, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That means, of course, this still can be a potential 4 and a 5 despite this move here toward the upside. If this is a wave 5 for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here finished, okay, we might be very likely in a wave 4 for this orange scenario here, yeah, especially if we are looking at a zigzag, for example, or something like that, to be very high, to come back to the same area of the previous wave 4 and pushing down again. Now, in case also that we are in something different here, which it can be unfinished wave 5 there, And if we dive inside it, what I'm talking about here is this double 1-2, where you have a diagonal wave 1 and another impulse wave 1 again. So 1-2, 1-2. And you're looking at a 1-2, 3-4 and a 5. This wave F5 can be finished either here or even there. Potentially, you can consider here a 1-2-3-4 and a 5 as well. It is a finished wave 3. In case that this is a finished impulse there, we are looking for a wave 4. Now, it's hard to call this kind of like a 5 waves. Definitely, this is an A, B, and a C, especially where you have a 1-2-3-4-5 perfect impulse there, meaning you have finished 3 waves down, 3 waves up here, and of course, sorry, 3 waves up here, and 1-2-3-4 and a 5. Meaning A, B, and a C is very likely unfolding as an expanding flat there, and we might still be very close anyway for the invalidation. So if this is a 1-2-3 here and a wave 4, and we're looking for a wave 5, it is very likely that we get invalidation very, very soon. Unless one more thing here can be very likely as well, which is a 1-2-3-4 and a 5, then 4 and a 5, where we are saying that this wave 5 has finished this impulse as a 1-2-3-4 and a 5. My problem with it is the alternation of the wave 4 with the wave 2, which it doesn't work properly. That's why I never take it. I think even with this expanding flat, it is much more nicer to see it as alternation with this wave 2. However, if invalidation is taken, that means, of course, yeah, a larger expanding flat might be unfolding here, and we're pushing toward the upside for a 72K as 1.618 here with a large expanding flat, A, B, and a C, and then we push toward the downside again sooner or later. Why? Because the lowest low here is made of 3 waves, which is not allowed here, and you need, of course, something to finish in 5 waves. So we'll see what's going to happen. This is exactly what I'm looking for in this area. Now, currently, this impulse toward the upside on the 15-minute chart, as you can see, the count is as follow. We are looking at a 1-2 and then 3-4 and a 5. We still have a triangle here and something unfolding impulsively toward the upside. So very likely another 1-2-3-4-5 can be unfolding there, but don't forget that this can be also your wave Y. So in case that you are in a wave Y, meaning an ABC, and that means, of course, a 1-2 and then 3-4 and a 5, finished wave A here, and you're looking at a large wave B, and then a wave C, 1-2-3, and the triangle for a wave 4 and a wave 5 for a wave C. Be careful, we might still drop toward the downside in a wave Y. And despite that we take the invalidation, even if we take the invalidation at 62K 256, do not forget the diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning even if we push for higher just like that, it still can be a wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's still a probability for an ending diagonal unless we take the high exactly there at 67K, guys. Okay, once we take the 67K, I'm looking therefore for a large expanding flat here for the 72K. Yep, so those are the key levels to watch today. I think, of course, higher prices is the highest probability today. We might still see something pushing for higher, especially after a triangle, an impulse, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Maybe invalidation will be taken, but that doesn't mean that we cannot bounce back toward the downside in an ending diagonal wave, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.